So, I've been editing all night. I'm exhausted. But I figured out a way to get me through the evening. Easter candy. So, one of my kids is going to be extremely disappointed, but I am going to take some of this. So let's see what options I have. I have M&M's. That might not be a bad option. Butterfinger. Oh, I'm about to get stuck in my teeth, and I get really picky about that. I don't think so. Laffy Taffy. Fuck no. And Starburst. If it's double pink, then yes. Thank you, Starburst, for doing all pink bags. It's phenomenal. There's some chocolate stuff. What's this? Oh. Well, I guess I can review a Moscato today. Yeah, so I'm not quite certain how the Easter Bunny was able to fit this into an Easter egg, but it ended up in one of my kids' bags, maybe. For the purpose of the video, just pretend. So, it's the Prima Mazzo Moscato d'Asti. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but that's okay because I suck at languages. It's from Italy. It's 5.5% alcohol by volume, and it goes for $11 at one of my local grocery stores. So, I picked this up the other day because my brother's wife really likes sweet wines. She's not a big heavy reds person or like acidic white. And while it's okay, and I don't really hold that against her too much, I figure that this would be a good wine to have on hand for her. And then also it'd give me a Moscato to try on the channel because I have never had this before. And I don't tend to lean towards sweet wines unless I really need it for something specific. I'm going to actually go ahead and pour a sample. You'll notice I'm not using a Govino, and that is intentional because all my Govinos are in the wash right now. Because I had people over and we drank wine. So the Govinos are dirty. Anyway, so that is the color that you get from that. Let me move out of the way. More neutral color. So it's very very light. I would say it's almost like a non-herbal Sauvignon Blanc looking, or maybe even like a Pinot Grigio. Very, very light. No carbonation, just a lightly colored wine. From the standpoint of the nose, oh, that's actually really interesting. So the last time I had a Moscato, so let me give you a little bit of history about why I don't do sweet wines often. I think they suck, but that's just me because I drink a lot of acidic whites and heavy reds, and I understand I need to be more accepting of the sweet wine varietals. But the last one I had was just horrible. It was bad. It was so bad, and it essentially put me into a mental handicap for wanting to try sweet wine again. To be honest, the reason why I'm doing this one today is because I was like, well, I know it's probably not going to be all gone. I'll have a chance to try it, and then I'm probably going to pair it with a drain if I don't like it. I mean, it happens sometimes. So I am right now going to do my best to be subjective about it, but I don't typically drink sweet wines. On that note, going back to the smell. The smell is interesting. It has some lemon to it. Almost like a lemon lime type thing going on. Very citrusy, but without like the grapefruit or a tropical flavoring like passion fruit. I would say it's a lemon lime. I'm going lemon lime. Might be wrong about that. Wouldn't be the first time, but that's what I'm leaning towards. In terms of the taste, Okay, so. Okay. I don't typically like sweet wines, like I mentioned. It's not bad. Now, hold on. Aftertaste is happening. Finish is kicking in. I'm gonna do this again. The thing that was confusing me was there was some sort of note in there I wasn't being able to pick out. I'm leaning towards green apple now. Like a sour green apple. Almost like a candy green apple. You have the lemon lime accent because it tastes like a green apple Sprite. That's flat. But about as sweet. That's why I would say this way. This tastes like a green apple Sprite. Now, people who like sweet wines will probably be okay with this one. People like me who don't like sweet wines, I'm gonna rate it an . I mean, like, if I'm pairing it with the right thing, it might not be as bad. But you know what? There's a way to test that out. 1 second. All right, so I'm back. I had to get up and go to my kitchen real fast. So one thing that people say sweet wines pair really well with is like Thai food or food from the Sichuan province of China, Vietnamese food, things like that. Things that are typically spicy. Well, we just had Easter. I don't have any spicy food. Like, the spiciest thing I have are some ribs that my brother slow cooked, and while absolutely fantastic, are still not spicy. So I decided to remedy this. This is a pure serrano pepper. It's actually not too bad. It's actually not too bad at all. So, initial taste. Okay, so that lemon lime type flavor is starting to pair pretty well with the small fire that's happening within my mouth. The sweetness is a little bit of a dichotomy. Yeah, it's kind of like this. Oh, it's burning, and then there's some sweet, and it's cold, and it's spreading the capsaicin all over my mouth. It's not bad, actually. It's actually either that or it's really weak in here. Let's try this again. Try another bite. Go a little bit deeper. See if that. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so now there's more burn. By the way, stats for Serrano right here, like 20,000 Scoville units if I remember correctly. Jalapeno's 8. If you can't eat a jalapeno, it's like 3 times hotter. Yeah, it still has that kind of flip-flop, like, I get some hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, sweet, sour. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Yeah, now shit got hot. There's no helping that burn. This has a very pungent pepper. Like, if you ever have a green pepper, now imagine that being really hot in your mouth area, and then oh shit, I just got on my keyboard. In your mouth area, and that's what that is. Really hot green pepper, and then you have the lemon lime, apple notes from this one. Okay, so here's my deal. It is not the worst sweet wine I've ever had. It's not the best sweet wine I've ever had. The best sweet wine I personally feel like I've ever had is the Dachshund Riesling. If this was around and I was going to pick up some Thai food, like some like pad Thai with chicken or something like that, like something that actually had some heat to it as well as a savory component, then I would probably pick this up if it was an option, because I do like that hot, sweet, sour type of balance that's going on here. But as a standalone wine for someone who likes things like Casal Garcia, Casillero, and Starborough, this is not going to be a daily drinker for me, but has a good price on it. It's not bad for a sweet wine. It's not overly sweet. And I don't know if you can see this, but the label says you get 4% of your daily calcium per glass. This is almost like a vitamin supplement. At least that's how I'm going to spin it whenever people come over. Anyway, yeah, so final rating, but I would say, for a daily drinker. Try again for a paired with something spicy. It's not bad, but I'm not going to go search it out, especially since it didn't put out the inferno from my mouth. But I can't blame that on it too much. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Especially comment if I should have done something other than Serrano. Let me know. If there's a better Moscato out there, in your opinion, let me know in the comments below, and I'll take a look at it. I can't guarantee that I'll chew on a Serrano again in a video, because I might have a canker sore in my mouth now. But I will try it with something else spicy, or something else that you recommend. So please leave a comment below. So we'll see you guys again soon with another episode of Wine on the Dime. This is Stu signing off. I'm going to go let my mouth bleed now.